Welcome, adventurers, heroes, and villains, to Burgscneider Live, your gateway to the realms of mythodea, epic LARP battles, and awesome historically inspired and fantasy costumes. So grab yourself a tankard, ready your gear, and join myself, Nico, Mike, and Emma, or what's left of Emma. She did actually temporarily come back to life for a little while, but some guy came in with a dagger and just stuck it right in there, you know, and now she's in this case. We don't know if it's a cursed dagger. If we pull it out, will she come back to life? Whatever the case, unfortunately and regrettably, she's not here now. No, Emma. She was so young and beautiful.
Yeah.
That's all right.
We got a good life.
We have it on good authority that she's going to be coming back to us at some point. All of this time she's spending in the underworld is leading to an illicit education in certain things and odds and ends. But, you know, who the heck are we? And what do we do anyway? Well, this is Burgschneider Live. And Burgschneider has, as we said, a group that produces historically inspired and fantasy costumes and accessories and things like that. We are all people who work in various departments in Burgschneider, but additionally, Burgschneider has an events wing, and the events wing runs the Realms of Mythodea live action role-playing events, and also the Middle Earth Adventures live action role-playing events, which are going to be starting very soon. Very, very soon. And in fact, if you are in San Diego this weekend for San Diego Comic-Con, then you can see the Middle Earth Adventures team at San Diego Comic-Con and say hello to them in person. It should be super cool. Action adventure. Go say hi if you're in the States. But what is LARP?
Baby, don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me no more. And that is the point with LARP, is not to hurt people. Don't hurt people. You know, only in time, fake hurting people. But Mike, what is LARP?
So it's like Dungeons and Dragons, but real life. Like your body is your avatar. You're representing what you can show.
Yeah. You just imagine, it's a simple word. So imagine if you are just in a theater. I think it's a good, but with known audience. I think it's a good way to explain to the people what is actually a LARP.
So you are the character. You play the character. You do what the character does. You say what the character says, and you react to people accordingly, and you dress yourself as such. And you go into these environments with hundreds or thousands of other people also playing a character, also playing in time, who are together building this experience for themselves, and then that is also augmented by extra props, environments, and play and plot that is brought by the events team, and everything kind of unrolls and unravels to create a kind of awesome immersive experience, which is cool. But obviously we are doing all things LARP and accessories, and woo! Hello, Frivolita. Also lovely to have you on board with the stream, and everyone else. We see that there are a few people in the chat. If you would like to shout out, that's cool. Actually, we're gonna celebrate right now because one very significant thing has happened. This event, which is, ladies and gentlemen, it is Hammer Time! That's right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. We are actually here in the reels with the actual Gal Maraz. Now, this is one of the earlier prototypes that came into our workshop. This is not necessarily the final piece that you will get to take home with you, but this is as close as we are going to be able to show you today. It is foam, it is soft. Hit me in the head. Harder. Yeah. It's like totally foam. And it is available now for pre-order online. You want to see more images, you say, bam, there they are. This guy, this is actually, yes, this is the thing. Comes with this little display stand. So when you get it in the box, you can pop it on there, get it on there. Ooh, lovely colleagues. So you can sit it, much like you can see in the back of the frame. We have it set up. That's one of the early 3D printed version ones, the prototypes that we have. So it'll sit on your mantelpiece, on your bedside table, at the end of your bed, possibly on your oven. Where else would you put it?
Oh man, I think I also will put it in your, what do you call it, this in your It's gonna be sounds weird.
In your pants?
No.
On your mantelpiece.
On your mantelpiece?
Thank you very much. Mantelpiece. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I would say into lamps, but I don't know if the correct word to say.
Would make for a killer hood ornament.
Yeah.
Yeah, just hang it down from the ceiling. Very cool. This is a big ass hammer. When you are swinging it around, it is gonna do all kinds of things to you. But
yeah, this is very iconic. I can say, please don't kill me, but I think it's a legendary hammer.
A legendary hammer.
Yeah.
You know a little bit about it? Let me just check. Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Let me just check the
me when he's checking. It just basically this is a Galmaraz. The Galmaraz hammer, people that know, is in dwarf. If I'm not wrong, the translation to dwarf to human language is the skull breaker. Yeah. So yes, it's one of the gifts to making one of the king of the dwarves bringing to the founder of the empire. His name is, if I'm not wrong, it's called Sigma. Hilmar the Fundator, if I'm not wrong, of the empire.
Sigma.
So one of the Fundator of the empire, and his one is his iconic and
Sigma. Yeah, Sigma.
This is all I know about this. It's super iconic. Also in the tabletop game, it's really important. But I think people love it, and also we receive 1,000 of requirements to make this beautiful and amazing hammer.
Beautiful and amazing hammer. Now available for pre-order.
Would it be safe to say that that's where Warhammer got its name from?
Yes, definitely. It's wonderful. I mean, like,
is it? I mean, it is on this first, like this is like 3rd edition of the game. So I think that the army game, and they have the hammer on it. It's called Warhammer.
Yeah, I think if I'm not wrong, please guys don't kill me, because I just asked on wonderful colleagues in different departments, like, hey, can you draw me some books? And it was like a gigantic library. It was like amazing.
There's a lot of books.
Yes, and if I'm not wrong, it's gonna be appears, if memory doesn't betray me, 4th edition until 6, if I'm not wrong, because this hammer is just getting defended by Sigmar, then get lost in certain point of the history, get lost.
Yeah, get lost. And
then in the Chaos War, the new leader is recovered.
Magnus the Pious.
Thank you very much.
Very pious.
So this is the basically very general background of this legendary hammer.
Legendary hammer, and now you two can own this legendary hammer to put on your mantelpiece, or perhaps.
This is amazing. The people doesn't know how fortunate I am. I know it's a prototype, but it feels amazing. It's a little bit heavy, but it's safe.
Okay, so that means you have to be a little safe with it. And look, we're gonna give you a little demonstration here. We're gonna go to our Master White Shop. We got a little space.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna so assuming that I am like a guy who is like on the field of battle, and is gonna meet Nico on the field of battle, and Nico's gonna be really nice. Now watch out for the microphones. I know you can't see the microphones. Yeah, no, you gotta imagine they're right here.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I don't want it to just hit by accident the microphone.
Okay, so if Nico's gonna hit me, then he's gonna swing like this, right? So you see how he's holding it here as he comes in. Yeah. So he's got the control now. He could hold it with both hands down here as well.
Yeah, but the thing is,
but he's gonna have more control, right? So he's gonna swing again.
I'm not sure. You sure?
Go. Okay, but this is the thing with LARP, right? So Nico's going to pretend it's heavy because it's quite a light weapon for like the size that it is. Okay, so as a thing, when he's swinging the weapon, he's going to pretend it's heavier than it is. Show us how that looks.
The thing is try to
show me how it looks when you pretend it's heavier than it is.
It's heavy. It doesn't normally going to be just it slows a little bit the game,
and then you're going to be reasonably fast. Really? Yeah, a little faster. You're just going to pretend it's.
Man, okay.
Yeah. Put the effort in. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, and I have to, on the other end of it, I've got to pretend. And this is the other thing, is if I'm sitting there with my, buckler, and I'm defending against it, it's like because normally, like, if he was swinging in, right, and I was just like some little guy, just a goblin here, he's swinging in, okay. Anyway, all right, cool, nice. Yeah, that was so easy. But we're not those people, okay. Yeah. We were going to pretend that it's actually got some weight to it. So as he comes in, he's like, so maybe I do block it, but I got to play into it. This is LARP, playing make believe. I can't just parry it. I can, but I can't just parry it, right? You gotta that's going to push through. So, LARP's about give and take.
Yeah.
Okay, we're using the wooden weapons for safety.
Yeah, it's obviously very safety.
Yeah. It's so important. But it's a big hammer, and it is a LARP weapon. Just so you know, it's designed for LARP, and LARP is not full speed, full on combat. LARP is, like we said before, it's about playing a role and playing it out. Like, last thing you want to do is have your play friends like damage each other. Now, that said, if you do trust your people and you're building relationships with them and you want to take that combat to a next level, or maybe you're all like HEMA practitioners, like Nico and I definitely go in together and like we'll
we actually practice a little bit.
Just a little bit. We didn't practice before today. We're out of practice.
No, the thing is, Herbert and I, we used to, well, unfortunately not anymore because work.
It's so busy right now.
But normally we used to train in each other with foam swords, but we hit a little bit stronger. But let it be, is a mutual concern. I mean, like,
yeah, you talk about the parameters of what you're going to do, and if people are wearing like full metal armor, you can generally hit them a little bit harder.
Yeah.
If people aren't wearing any armor, you don't hit them so hard. Like, control is an important part of LARP combat.
Yes, it's super important getting this concern. Also, avoid the very delicate areas like head, genitalia, and stuff like that is super important. I know that we like sometimes, especially when you are playing some character, you got some dirty fights. Cool, but not cool at the same time.
Yeah, we're not hitting each other. We don't hit each other in the groin. We don't hit each other in the head. You're generally not going to hit each other in the wrist or fingers. And you're not going to jam the tip of a weapon into somebody's toe.
Hit someone in the palm is also kind of be dangerous in some cases.
Yeah, you don't like thrusting. If you are like, one of the things that you'll avoid as an early practitioner when you're like still practicing and getting into the idea of LARP combat is thrusting. So with the sword or with the hammer, like if you're using the pommel, like you're generally not going to, because that's going to take the whole weight of impetus of the weapon and put it into like a single concentrated point. And it's very easy for that to keep it out.
They're going to put it
away. Just one thing, if you're doing dirty fighting, that's something that you can talk to with your combat person out of time. You can have that conversation beforehand. So then you know what's going on, and you can really have the most effective role play with that.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And then you can talk about how a scene is gonna. They call it scenes in LARP. Okay, so where instead of just free-flowing improvised LARP, which is super cool and super fun, and I'm definitely all about free-flowing improvised LARP, but I also know that a lot of people like to do scenes, and so what they'll do is they'll like have a little quiet word to each other before something happens in the game and say, hey, we want to get into a tussle, or hey, I want you to rub me, and you're gonna like knee me in the groin and then steal my purse and then run off.
Or the classic clinching, when you basically clinch and speak to the ear to the other person.
Like,
it's gonna be doing this and stuff like that.
What were we doing again?
Yeah. So it's normally you just interact with the people, and it's a new just did the classical clinch or grab there and try to have a little conversation. That's normally my way when I met a new person, especially when LARPing, and I'm kind of strong fighter. Strong fighter.
Yeah. Powerful. Nico's
fighter.
A powerful fighter. He's all in there all the time. But he's got control, you know. He's nice.
Everything is under control. I mean, like the idea. Yeah, that is the thing. When you learn a little bit about fighting, you know how to pretend, how to throw back. In this case, punch effectively, so you don't have to use too much power to hit another person. Right. And also, it's always
it's very much like very pro wrestling, you know, very professional wrestling. If you've done any of that kind of stuff, you get a gist of it, but it's a lot of choreography. Man, super excited to hear that you've already got the full Warhammer outfits. That's amazing. The uniforms are like, I wore them during the photo shoot. That was super cool, but I don't actually personally own a set at the moment. It's super impressive. If you guys have pictures of your outfit, of your setup, we'd love to see them. Send them through to info@Burgschneider. We do a pick of the week every week. So pick of the day.
Pick of the day.
Burgschneider does pick of the day every day. If you want to like be featured in that, we'd love to see how you're wearing those outfits. Like, send them through to info@Burgschneider.com. Mike will get them. And man, that would be so cool to see what you guys have done with the outfits, because there's so many different ways you can wear those costumes, right?
Give me 1 second. Gracias por venir. Yo sé quiénes son ustedes. we got a couple of friends that is just writing right now. They're gonna assignment for the Warhammer, and they come from Spain. I want to say muchas gracias por estar con nosotros acá. Por favor, escríbanos. Voy a estar pendiente. Yo los puedo atender, no hay ningún problema. Y cualquier cosa escríbanme eso, ya saben cómo contactarme y hablen con los demás chicos, que es muy, muy fácil dar conmigo. Los quiero, muchachos. Gracias, gracias, gracias.
Yeah. It's so cool. So that's that look. Hey, I don't know what he said, but I think it was very, very happy. We're very happy that you're happy with what you received.
Yeah. I'm so happy that the people from Spain are coming, and it's marvelous.
Yeah.
It's marvelous.
See, this is it's so cool. It's so cool to see people, because LARP is different everywhere you go in the world, right? And people play and interpret the game, and that's what makes it beautiful. Like, we play games in a certain way in Germany, but people play games slightly differently in Australia, slightly differently in Spain. There's no right or wrong way to play a LARP. Like, the more people out there getting that and getting into the costumes, getting into the weapons, getting into the gear, and getting into character is like so cool. But you know what else came out? We didn't just get one thing available for pre-order, because that's not what we do here at Burgschneider. We also have the wavy sword. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Flambur. Ooh, show it off. Let's get in there.
Big.
Yeah. This is so too big for one shot. I'm gonna get it all in there.
I think it's getting the hole because it's quite big.
No, pass it. Come on. Yeah. Get it across. Look at that.
Yeah.
Ooh. Now, just a full caveat here. What you're looking at right now is the prototype. Yeah. So this is the 3D print of the Flambur that was then refined and sent away for manufacture. We were hoping to show you the foam version. Yeah, it's super nice. We were hoping to show you the foam version of the Flambur, put on the slideshow again. But unfortunately, we were unable to break into the production office this morning.
We only all guys. He was like, "Please be careful."
Yeah, there was an incident that happened not so long ago with regard to unauthorized people getting in here and looking at it. These are the Flamburs. We're here.
Yeah.
Enough about that. We have these pictures for you. So this is an idea of what the size is like. This is the actual product that you're seeing here. You can see we have the two versions exactly like the regular Warhammer swords, where you can get the full color version with the gold, or you can get the silver blade with the black handle and then paint it up yourself at home. I actually recently watched a YouTube video that was sent to us by a nice guy, where he, as part of his YouTube channel, painted up one of these.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what paints he used, but like, we generally stock the Flix paints.
Yeah,
Flexi paints.
Flexi paint.
Yeah, we encourage you guys to use those, but really the sky's the limit. It's just a cool artistic project to get this and paint it how you like, treat it how you like. You can add any additional features if you want to add some real leather effects.
Yeah, we can do it a lot, because the Flambur is a really, really important sword. If you like, for example, in this case, the people are from the Empire. They used it, especially if I'm not wrong. Please, again, do not kill me, the guys. Is handled by only knights for the elite knights. And if I'm not wrong, also a lot of the wars, or a lot of the battles, if I'm not wrong, is called like that, into the games. But also, not only the Empire handled it, the elves have also his own version. And the Army of the Chaos has also his own version for the Flambur.
Yeah, right.
So it's really, really good. It's a really flexible weapon that you can decorate, modify, or attachment, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you can go crazy with it. You can use it with armor, without armor. It's this big swinging thing flying around. But this puts us, now we've got like the two products out, right? So we've got the single-handed swords, okay, and then we've got the two-handed swords. So I guess the big question is, and before we go on with this, Hans, greetings, thank you for joining us all the way from Russia.
Russia.
Like, I just want a personal shout out there. We in Germany miss all of the Russian LARPers. Please come back sometime, please. We miss you. Also, like, friends in Bohurt and like international like metal weapons tournaments. Yeah, we miss you guys.
Miss you a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good fighters.
Yeah, really, really, really good. Yeah, really, really good. We absolutely miss you.
A lot.
Yeah. But okay, two-handed weapons. We've seen the Flamburs, we've seen the Galmaraz.
Yeah.
but then we've seen the one-handed swords. All right, so I guess the question is, what's the preference? What's the difference? Like, we're throwing this out to the audience as well. Like, what's your preference? You like a one-handed weapon person, or two-handed weapon person? Mike, what's your preference?
The thing is, with a one-handed weapon, you can also have a shield, so it's better for like you can have more defensive capabilities. But then also, I guess with the two-handed, you could say that the best defense is good offense as well, and it's a bit flashier in my opinion.
Okay,
but heavier too, and slower.
Nico,
disagree.
Yeah,
because normally I like to just only one hand, but in dual handling.
Yeah,
that's why.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, I need to practice. I hope in the future I will develop my skills to make a good show with dual handling. But I prefer dual.
You prefer dual?
I prefer dual. Completely aggressive, and also give it the opportunity because in some battles you will lose your one of your weapons, so you got like another one. So as a heavy dude as I am, I prefer to just handle it one because if I normally am slow, imagine with a really long and heavy axe, hammer, whatever, mace. Doing that, I could be really stronger, but not as fast as I would like. So I prefer to use dual handling and try to just doing better like that.
All right.
You don't like having a shield, or
I don't use it. No? I don't use it. Normally a buckler, but I'm not that good handling. But that's why I prefer dual because I just learned it in the past how to. Better.
Yeah, no shield is no defense. Both arrows, absolutely correct on a battlefield. I think that like if you're there with a two-handed weapon on a battlefield, you're hiding behind other people who have the shields. Absolutely.
My shield will be Mike, for example.
Yeah, I think that
I'm gonna grab him and put it in the middle.
Two-handed weapons are classic area denial weapons because you're covering a lot of territory all at one time. And the Flambur, it's got like the little points on it. So if you're like behind a shield line, you can like reach up. It's a tool for manipulation, and the waves, like you can catch other people's weapons and like control the battle and then rise up to go down. Obviously in a LARP battle you don't want to hit people in the head, so this classic bump where you swing around, if I can just borrow this for a second, which looks like this, if you're like a hook,
whoa, that's what,
bang, bang. Like that top down is like only really something that you'll use in LARP if you're good enough to make sure you're just hitting people in the shoulder. And that's, I think, one of the golden rules of like the weapons in LARP is when you're swinging, you instead of going for someone's head, you're going for someone's shoulder, going for someone's chest. But in a duel situation, I think that like as good as two-handed weapons are for crowd control, I think like a sword and a shield
it's a good balance.
Yeah, most times they're going to get around the two-handed weapon. Also, it's a fear thing, right? Because the strength of the two-handed weapon comes from that extension, that reach. But if you can get inside of the arch, unless the person's really good with the two-handed weapon and can like fight with the crossguard, fight with the pommel as well, then you can very easily kind of neutralize it.
Whatever is coming.
To be honest, for me, like I'd go with my most enjoyable weapon is actually a poleaxe. On the battlefield.
I understand why.
On the battlefield, behind a shield wall.
Yeah.
If somebody else is carrying the shield, great, I'll have the poleaxe. That's awesome.
You'll be the dude behind the tower shield,
But if I'm in town or every day or traveling or adventuring or anything like that, actually, this is my buckler. Just a little buckler or small shield, like a little smaller than a Taj. So a Taj is like the standard size for like an Indian shield. It's about this big, or Scottish Highlander shield, about the same size. This kind of comes between a standard buckler and a Taj. But that, and to be honest, the Waterdeep sword from the Dungeons and Dragons range is like that perfect small sword, like medieval small sword, arming sword size and shape. Really good. And that little set with like the small sword, we've got one actually.
I don't know.
In fact,
we got 1,000 of swords behind.
In fact, this is actually my go-to setup for when I'm walking around town, because especially when you're on a LARP, right?
Yeah.
And you're in town and you see these guys and they walk around and they've got these huge swords sticking out. They turn around and they keep bumping everyone. But like this little setup here, like it's sticking out. It's got a very low profile when it comes out of the body. It's coming out a little bit, and you can just like sling it on the back like this as well. And this is actually a really, really effective setup. Like with this, you can bind, tie, cut, murder, you know, all the good things.
All the good things.
So that's my default. Buckler and shield for town. And what is it? It's what is it? It's buckler and shield in the something about in the sheets. What's the other one that they say?
Yeah.
Pole hammer in the sheets. Oh no, it's buckler and short sword in the streets, pole hammer in the sheets. Yeah. There we go. Quote me on that. Yeah, good times, great taste.
Yeah.
Span.
Yeah, spelling is not with me today, I think.
Woo! Welcome from Germany. Yeah, German's good. Everyone plays, like we're saying, international LARP is an international thing. Everyone plays LARP in different ways. Nico's actually got a group of friends coming from Spain. We were talking to earlier. You said like about 50 people coming.
They say about it, but promise or no promise. So
this is for Conquest, actually, specifically. And speaking of Conquest, we are going to be there with the Burgscneider stall. We're actually going to be doing some other things we'll talk about a little later. But a big thank you to all the people who participated in the Treasure Quest again. Treasure Quest was awesome. We've got lots and lots of cool coins that are coming into the world. People have got merch, but we just want to reinforce, don't forget to come to Conquest and grab the things that you got when you participated in Treasure Quest. All of this exclusive merchandise was only available with the Treasure Quest, and you'll be able to come and collect it at Conquest. If you cannot come to Conquest, or if you have to bow out at the last minute, just contact us, info@burgschneider.com. Jump in and let us know that you're not going to be at Conquest, and we will make other arrangements. Either you can come and collect it, or we can ship it out to you.
We can ship it. We can deal it. So whatever that happen, do not worry. Don't get in panic. Please inform us, write us, and we do the best that we can to get all your stuff to you. So that's not going to be a big deal. So chill, relax. But if you come to Conquest, please come to us. Also, you got to meet us.
Also, like, come down. We're going to have some of the Balance of Power cards available. So as a part of the pre-order, you'll actually be able to come to Conquest to the Burgschneider store and get your hands on a pack of the first edition Balance of Power cards. We're going to have a table set up if you want to come and play before game, or like learn or get some pointers. I'm going to be around the Burgschneider store. We're going to have other people around. Come play some games. Also get into trouble. That's what we're talking to. We're talking about getting.
We're gonna get interesting. We're gonna have interesting adventures.
Yeah, we've been planning some things. We're actually kind of super excited about it. Come get your stuff. Talk to us about collection. But some of the stuff that's like other things that is exciting about getting into trouble at Conquest is getting into trouble with some of the player non-friendly NSC factions. So just to clear this up, we talked before about what is a LARP. What is a live action role-playing game? LARP being live action role-playing game. And one of the set pieces of mythodea, where normally you'll play your character, you'll play with other people who are their characters, you have character-to-character play. But then you'll also get involved with plotline stuff. But then one of the set pieces of the realms of mythodea is that we have these NSC or NPC armies, which are armies of up to 2,000 people on the battlefield, like 3 or 4 times a day, who are invading the territory that you are defending. And in this case, at Conquest this year, spoiler alert, they're going to be invading SARKAN. That is the Black Dynasty, the Skargan, and the Undead Flesh.
It's going to be a big battle this time.
Well, we don't know how and why, but I heard rumors. Through the grapevine. Through the grapevine that there are going to be, that there are things going on, machinations at play that might see these untoward forces breaching the boundaries into the new world of SARKAN. And for anyone who doesn't know, at Conquest this year, we are moving fully into a new world. Previously, we were in the old continent of mythosphere, but then that has been unsteady and destabilized, and everything has come to a head there to such a point where now the game is moving into a whole new world, expanding the world. into SARKAN, a whole new world populated by whole new factions. But through the cracks, in reality, through the crossroads of worlds, because that's what mythodea is, a crossroads of worlds where you can bring characters from all over the world, but through the cracks in reality come also the NSC armies, quite possibly. And we're going to have a look a little bit at the Black Dynasty. The Black Dynasty is a long and time-honored, we'll put on a little slideshow to see what they look like, time-honored NSC faction. These guys are a race of soulless, emotionless creatures created from the very self-existence. Oh, I'm sorry. This is absolutely not canon. We're talking about this is Shallow Dive. This Shallow Dive is brought to you by myself, Nico, and Mike. We are in no way experts on the Black Dynasty, but we have interacted with them and seen them. We are just telling you what information we have gleaned from our travels.
So I think the Black Dynasty, they got really special, how can I say, ranks or hierarchy. And I don't know if the slideshow you can see it, but some of them they are wearing like a mask.
Okay.
And according with the rank, you can wear a different mask. So you can find it. Most of them they also like forbidden magic, like necromancy and stuff like that.
But it's not necromancy because they're not bringing people back to life.
No, exactly. But it's not called practicant, but it's more like. I can say that black magic is kind of like that.
Yeah, it's dark magic.
It's dark magic. Oh, he's one of the guys who wearing there with the mask that I'm seeing.
Yeah, and you can see these crystals, right? Yeah. So these crystals start manifesting them, and I guess like the more they interact with this magic, the more these crystals start to form on them.
And I could be totally off base here, but I believe that there's like this kind of hive mind aspect. Like a lot of them are kind of linked up in some way.
Yeah, they're kind of linked, but that's going to be a spoiler. We cannot say that.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
No, this is, after all, just a shallow dive. We will hear from our lore master, Fiona, who at some point, or hopefully we will have a special guest from the various factions after Conquest starting to come on board and tell us a little bit more about the faction lore and the faction history. But yeah, the Black Dynasty are one of the major antagonists in the realms of mythodea. They have been a mainstay of the realms of mythodea for many, many years. They are very well established. They are very well tooled out. They have excellent kit. You can see some of these guys. They are intimidating as heck. They have giant golems that walk around. You can see some of them towering. Actually, let's just.
Sorry, it's just I just have a little spirit with that golem. A couple of years ago, it was totally panic. It was when they get released the first time. Everybody was screaming, and one dude, he was screaming like chicken without no head, screaming like the golem is coming, golem is coming, golem is coming. He's like, where is? And then appears just magically in the middle of the battlefield. Everybody just run, totally scary. It was super fun. I loved that. It was so good.
It's so cool. It's really, really, really crazy just to see these huge constructions just lumbering across the battlefield. Like, and it's like, how the heck do you even deal with that when you're fighting?
I'm running away, man. I just keep it in my life.
Okay, but this like war elephants, they did eventually learn how to deal with war elephants. You just gotta like.
As far as I know, yes. But in my character, I can say like when I see that appears, I just run in directly to the other side.
Another thing that we're probably gonna be running from is the Skargan. Yes, hello from the Skargan. Awesome, awesome, awesome to see you. Wagons. I know that there are often wagons that are there. We'll provide you with the wagons that you need to carry away all the loot from the new world.
Yeah. Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? There might even be wagons in the new world. Spoiler alert, wagons.
Wagons.
That you can take and fill with loot. If you guys actually missed it, I think it was 3 episodes ago. You can check the descriptions. We did a shallow dive on the Skargan as well. Again, please weigh in with comments. If anyone who is an awesome member of the Black Dynasty is out there,
and please don't kill us.
Please don't kill us. And weigh in the comments and tell us anything else that you want to know, link to any information. If you actually want to personally know more about Black Dynasty in detail, jump on the Realms of Mythodia website. There are some guides about them and their world and how they dress. You can go and find out for yourself and be that expert.
Yeah.
Black Dynasty, they hold character. Like the Undead Flesh and the SARKAN, they're like these, like the Undead Flesh are kind of organized and regimented, but you still see a lot of individual personalities in there. The SARKAN are absolute crazy entities of chaos, but the Black Dynasty, like, they are just always marching in unison. Like, they have a few identifiable personalities, but even those personalities are about bringing everyone back in line. Yeah. Now, cracks have been seen in the Black Dynasty in recent years.
Yeah.
Where
interesting plot behind.
Yeah, there's some plot going on, I think, with regard to illicit use of emotions in the Black Dynasty. I think some of the leaders of the Black Dynasty have been experimenting with emotions in their spare time. Look, it's purely recreational use.
Yep.
But the corruption is filtering down through the ranks, and if you actually engage in some of the plot lines, because a lot of these NSC armies, while they are this, absolutely intimidating force to be reckoned with on the battlefield, they also have play options. So if you want to, like, engage with them, sometimes you'll see them, sometimes you'll be able to play with them, sometimes you'll find things out about them.
Yeah, just in case, if you are more interested in this faction, you can find in the website, in the NC part, you can find like a little book introduction. It's not that big. I think it's less than 40 pages, if I'm not wrong. It is a really good introduction about the lore, implements, equivalents, ranks, everything is there. If you're gonna be really more interesting, go please to the website, the NSC part in Conquest of mythodea, and you will find all the information that you need. All are in Discord.
That said, it's cool to find out about them out of game, OT, but it's almost as much, if not more fun, to do that research in time. Ask the people, get them to tell the stories. Like, nothing's better than sitting around the tavern late at night and hearing the stories about how people destroyed the golems, or how the black ice have been terrifying people, or, capture. If you're with a large military unit, capture a Black Dynasty on the battlefield and interrogate them and actually try and find out what's going on behind the ranks. You want to get involved, that's how it works, Absolutely crazy. And, discover whether or not they actually do have a character hiding beneath the surface.
Yes.
Absolutely super fun to be with the Black Dynasty. A really good group they're lovely, lovely, lovely people. Like all of the NSC factions, when you're actually in there and you're a member of the group, they're super, super lovely. And they're always open to people, even coming to try out and see what it's like to be a part of the NSC factions. Don't forget, you can always join these NSC factions and get NSC tickets, which means a slightly discounted ticket. You can camp in out-of-time camping areas that's separate to the whole in-time area, so you don't need a full in-time tent, so it's an easy way to just step into LARP for the first times. You can join the Discord and get hooked up with these guys. They're super excited and super enthusiastic to have you on board, always having more people. And it's fun. It's fun. It's very easy into the game, and find your feet, find your way. But they have play amongst themselves as well, and we also have play. Speaking of towns, Speaking of towns, okay, we're going to talk a little bit about character concepts, because if you are a player coming into like Realms of Mythodia for the first time, or maybe it's your first LARP, maybe you've got an in-time tent, maybe you don't, you're going to have to come up with like an idea, and we've talked a lot about how to make a character and how to make play and what elements to bring to bear when you're like bringing a character together, okay? But we haven't talked about actually creating a character ourselves. So in the past, in the long distant past of like the European LARPs, and some European LARPs still, I imagine, do this, you used to have character sheets. And you'd develop skills, and you'd like over time from playing the events. But then in recent years, the whole world of LARP has really moved away from that style of gameplay and has more moved into a realm of actually representing what you can do. So if you want to be a fighter and you want to tell people you're a great fighter, you gonna kind of have to know how to fight.
Yeah.
If you want to do magic, you're gonna have to like make people believe through your actual acting and empowerment or tricks or illusions that you're a magician and you're doing magic. If you're a healer, you have to act out the process of healing people. I think the general rule is like 60 to 90 seconds of whether you're applying bandages or you're doing a blood ritual or you're applying a poultice or any kind of thing like that, you know.
There's many ways to heal it.
Many ways to heal.
Or as my friend say, I love this little experience, sorry for the interruption, but I have a friend,
good.
He's playing as a colleague.
Yeah.
And I undead I call it. So everybody he's asking for help or healing. He got like a little bell. He's got to sing like dee, nee, 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 and starts to sing. It's like, oh, I'm getting healed. No, you're gonna die.
Very quickly, and just to answer your question, will Conquest go back to its former dates for the first week of August? It is always situational year to year, generally based around the summer holidays, other LARPs, and other events. Yeah. So we do announce the dates for Conquest within 3 weeks after the event for next year. We don't have those dates at the moment, but unfortunately, it's always a juggle and it's always a struggle. Yeah, we maybe is the answer to the question. Yeah. I'm really sorry. But with regard to making characters, okay. So we've this new system we have to represent like what we're doing. Yeah. Okay, and there's still definitely a hit system where you can only take so many hits based on, you can only take so many hits based on how much armor you're wearing, which is, it's not a hard and fast rule, but it's generally, if you get hit by a big weapon and you're wearing no armor, you're going to need to get healing pretty quick.
Yes. Or you just...
If you get hit by small weapons, you could probably take 1 or 2 blows and then you're going to have to go get healing. But if you're wearing a lot of armor, that increases the amount of hits that you can take. Yeah. That said, try not to take the piss. Keep it as nice and polite as possible. You get known very quickly as somebody who plays well. Yeah. And if you play well, people are going to want to play with you. Yeah. Like, you get a reputation very quickly as being like, oh, cool. But that also goes for in time. So with character creation, rules aside, it's about the personality play, because there's only so much time in a game that you're actually going to be on a battlefield or be in a conflict situation. Most of the time in a LARP, you're going to be playing your character. So who is your character? What is the identity of your character? We've talked previously about being personality adjacent, right? Yeah. So you're going to be in this character for like 3 to 5 days, 24 hours a day. Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. So being comfortably adjacent to who you are is probably a good idea. Yeah. That said, you can also use it as a mode of experimentation, to experiment with how far you want to push outside of your comfort zone. You can always pull it back if you're not feeling comfortable. But things to think about is like, where are you from? What's your family background? When people say like, when you first meet someone for the first time, where are you from? What's your social status?
Yeah. Yes, it's more important.
Are you rich?
Or no, exactly. If you are rich, it's just how much you can provide.
Any
trades or special skills.
Yes.
Yeah, but also, do you have any personal quests?
Yeah.
So we're actually going to throw this around a little bit, because we've come up with some character concepts, or at least we're starting to develop some character concepts. We are going to be going to Conquest the Burgschneider live crew, which is going to be myself, Nico, Mike, Emma, and guests as a little adventuring party, and we're going to try and document our adventures the best as we can. Hopefully bring you some of those adventures after the fact and have some interaction with some fun people. But in preparation for this, we've had to make some characters.
Yeah.
So we're going to share this process with you. So should I go first, or would you like to?
I'll just say right now, my personal quest is to find my personal quest.
So no, your character. What's your character?
Oh, my character. Okay.
What's your character?
So I know I'm going to be a druid.
Okay.
And that's the extent. I still need to figure out the backstory.
So you don't know where you're from?
Not yet.
Okay, well, we're going to prompt a little bit of this.
It's still a bit fuzzy at the moment.
What about a name?
think I'll go with the name Valdern. That was like my old game name, so I think it's...
Okay, so you're leaning on like a pen and paper character you've played in the past.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And that's cool. It's like awesome to realize a character you've played in pen and paper in a LARP situation.
Yeah. And it's also going to help you because you're already familiarized with the character. So
yeah, you've done some character background. So borrowing some things. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily go so far as to borrow like things from movies or books, be original, be inspired by those things for sure, but like wholesale ripping off a character from Lord of the Rings, maybe not.
Nah.
Yeah. Maybe be their brother.
I'm gonna do something. I mean, like for me, it's kind of funny. Sorry, interrupt you.
Oh no, I was gonna say maybe like if you have like Skyrim or a Dragon Age character with a little bit more of your own creation to it, maybe that's a good place to kind of draw from instead.
Yeah.
And Nico, what about your idea?
That's actually gonna be starting for zero. I think that it's gonna be my project Conquest. And probably Conquest next year. I'm gonna start with really basic rogue.
Okay, yeah.
Gonna be very basic rogue for the moment. His land is gonna be Outlander.
Okay.
And his name is gonna be Rodolfo.
Okay, and what does it mean to be an Outlander?
It's just a person to come out of the continent, and it just becomes in the news world. Yeah, just cross the borders, the continent.
Okay, so because Realms of Mythodea is a crossroad of worlds.
Exactly.
You can be from anywhere. From an Outlander, meaning you're not from SARKAN, you're not from Mythosphere, you're not from two of the main continents, you're coming from abroad.
Yeah.
But that also means you're discovering the world for the first time. So
that is exactly the prompt that I wanted to do. Is as an Outlander, I have no knowledge about this world. So my main conquest is going to be meeting and rescuing all the information that I get or what I can have in the moment, like that. And also my character likes a little bit of fighting, especially fist fighting. So the second side quest is going to be in some fist fights if it's possible.
Yeah. So this is an example of like what we've been talking about a little bit with regard to the in time. What I'm not sure that the play fighting, which you do, where you'll talk a little bit before about how to play fight, and so you'll develop a vocabulary, and you'll like beat each other up, and you can actually have fist fights because you can't have any unchoreographed fist fights. If you're gonna do fist fights or anything that is not contacting another person with just a firm weapon or implement, then you need to be explicitly talking with that person before you get into that encounter for safety reasons.
Yeah, that's why I tell you it's in a side quest, because I know it's kind of, it's not that complicated to find someone, but getting in a good arrangement, I think is the best thing you can do. But main conquest is gonna be rescuing information, and of course my character, I like to be in front of the lion. So it's gonna be, I need to find armor else too because it's dangerous.
Oh yeah, so we want to find some people to go into the battlefield with. Yeah. If you go battlefield quests, so I see that question there. So your group maybe want to do some quests with other players.
Yes.
We are going to be, yes, absolutely. Like the goal for what we're doing is to, it's not going to be about us. We are going to have characters, but it's more going to be about us interacting with the world, so we can like start to show through the vehicle of like some relatively new characters, what it's like to then interact with the broader Conquest world, which is crazy and overwhelming and interesting.
Yeah, you can do a lot. And also I wanted to spend a little bit of time with the bar.
But we're only going to be doing so much time questing during the day. So we are open to meeting and talking about quest options in the days leading up to Conquest. We'll be on site from Saturday before Conquest starts on Wednesday. So if you want to find one of us and say, hey, it would be cool to do this thing, then we're up to like short interactions, like up to 15 minutes, or if something comes up, or if you've got a group of people who are hitting the battlefield and you want to ring us in to
please call us, please.
Let us
at
know.
least me, please. I'm more than happy to be there only fighting, and I can also improve my character, and also I can improve my skill fighting. So I'm not a simple guy.
For me, I am probably just going to go with a fighter character because I want to lean on the other guys to do it. As you can see, I do a lot of talking during the streams. Yes. I actually want to lean on the rest of the party to do the talking, and I'll just be like the rough and tumble grizzled veteran. spitting on the ground, and just I'll be there to bust into the tavern and pull people out of trouble and grab them by the stuff of their necks. I'll sweep in.
We need to play with the gangs, guys.
Yeah. So there might be some stuff going on. Who knows? We'll see what's happening. But obviously there's play on the battlefield. There's play adventuring in the wilderness. There's play adventuring in the player camps, and then there's play around the trust. And there's the underworld. There's the overworld. There's so many cool things. I think I will probably, for ease of use, stick with my Sergeant Hobbs from the Crimson Sales Company, because I have battlefield kit there as well as town kit, and you'll recognize me because of my mustache.
I know what it is. Yeah.
And they're just generally an upstanding member of the community who tries to keep things going on. Keep these kids out of trouble as best as possible.
Out? I'm in.
No, we are absolutely looking for trouble. So if you've got trouble, come find us. Yeah. All right, but then also, like, concept aside, the next step is like character dynamics. So we talk about like building a character that is a puzzle built inside of a costume, built inside of the character. So it's cool to have like plot hooks. So I guess we're going to throw it around and we're going to talk a little bit about the inbuilt plot hooks that we have, like what our personal plots are. Yes, there are the game plots, the world plots, the plots that everyone's bringing, but as a player coming into this world, we should also have little plots and discoveries built into our own characters. So again, I'm going to throw it to Mike. Have you got some ideas?
So again, still in development, but I may or may not have an animal companion. That'll be in development, and I may or may not have acquired the animal companion by breaking into a rich person's menagerie and stealing it.
Okay, cool. So, there might be some kind of outstanding warrants going on.
Perhaps.
Okay, cool. So if somebody wants to be a rich person who owns a menagerie, who's recently had a familiar stolen and wants to like key into that storyline.
A bit of an animal-loving anarchist, so...
Or even if somebody, like, so that's an example, right? If Mike's got a plot, somebody talks to Mike, and Mike reveals that the animal companion was stolen from a menagerie, or don't tell anyone, then that might be an option for that player to then, like, claim a bounty on that missing animal. Or it might be the option for that person to then go and settle the debt with the menagerie owner, or help Mike on a quest to free the animal officially and get the official deed, or something like that. So that's like an inbuilt quest whereby, like, maybe it won't get solved this game. It doesn't have to get solved at Conquest, but if somebody talks to Mike about it, and obviously we don't know the parameters of it yet, then they might be able to get involved in plots, Mike's internal plot. All right, well, Nico, what's your internal plot?
That's quite hard because now I'm basically collecting information. So so anybody is going to me and have kind of information, whatever that it is. Doesn't matter what it is. Even though it's like, something about the drunk monk that is sitting in the ground. That's any information that we collected by me. This is the first one. And the second one, try to contract or receive an offer about a sidekick.
A sidekick offer. All right, because every great rogue needs an apprentice.
Yes, you need an apprentice. If I die, someone needs to legend me.
Somebody needs to carry the legacy.
Yeah, my legacy will not die alone.
And avenge you.
Yeah, yes, please. Avengers is so important. Don't let me die alone.
I mean, look, who doesn't love Frivolita's cards?
Yes.
Also,
Frivolita hunting also is going to be cool.
Frivolita hunting is going to be fun. For me personally, look, I mean, no grizzled old fighter doesn't come without some grizzled old dark past.
Oh, yeah.
So I will probably go with some kind of long lost pet option where out there in the wilderness, my deepest one true companion, this is actually one of the things I'm most jealous of the druid for, is that they have their animal companion, and even though it is illicit and it is a temporary fleeting moment that they have it, and somebody might come at any point to reclaim their pet, their menagerie, they are still spending time with their beautiful pet, whereas my small beautiful pet is out there in the wilderness, lost to the world. If only somebody could reunite me.
Yeah, 1 coin.
Yeah,
1 copper.
A penny for my tears. Is that all my tears are worth to you?
This is 1 copper to you.
Look, I'll take it, and I will I will buy everything. And then of course, that's the little present, right? That's the little plot that's like tied up inside of you. So when people interact with you, they might find out about it. And it's not like, oh, people have to pick it up and people have to solve it, people have to engage in it, no. But you put it down. You know, you say, here's people, as a reward for interacting with me, you find out this piece of information about me. Mm-hmm. And if you then want to pick it up and do something about it, that's cool. Yeah. You know, that's the offer. It's a play offer. Yeah. But then there's a personal quest, right? So a personal quest is like, oh, cool. As a party, we're there. We're getting involved in shenanigans. We're finding out about the world. We're like getting in trouble with the gangs. We're getting dragged into battlefield situations. But then what's my personal quest? Mike, what's your personal quest? You haven't decided yet.
Haven't decided yet. Still in development.
Yeah. You're still in development. Do you have a personal quest yet, Nico?
Actually, I got a bunch, but I think first one I wanted to go, if they are, I don't know, a fighting club. That's the most important thing to me.
Oh, fight clubs. Oh, I hear they might even exist in the back at least.
I have no idea. Nobody's speaking about it. Nobody's speaking about it.
You don't talk about it.
We don't talk about it. Yeah. So that's why. So the thing is, I try to find the fight club. That's the most important thing because my character loves fighting, fist fighting. This is the most important thing. And second one is try to write in a book with all the information, like, you know, how the glossary and stuff like that, like how they call it, like a diary adventure, what is called like that when you
like the chronicles.
Thank you very much. Try to write a chronicle. I know it sounds weird for being a rogue, but again, one of my biggest point is have all the knowledge of the new world. So if I die, someone have to collect my information, have something.
Okay.
So it's release my knowledge to someone.
You pass it on. This is the apprentice, the mysterious apprentice we're talking about. Yeah,
that is it. If I die, I will.
And for me, my personal quest is obviously just to keep these young kids out of trouble.
That's not gonna happen.
Hobbit Fight Club.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. We're gonna do it. Big shoes. I think we talked on a stream a few months ago about how to make Hobbit feet. We want to make that into a tutorial. If we get enough likes and comments, okay, so I'm gonna set probably
that would be fun.
Yeah, let's start low. We get 100 likes on this video, 100 likes on this video, and I will do a Hobbit tutorial video on how to make Hobbit feet from Crocs.
Ooh, from Crocs?
Yeah, from Crocs.
Okay, that's impressive.
How to make workable in-game Hobbit feet from Crocs. 100 likes. Tell your friends, tell your families, spread this information.
Make
a
clip.
Video,
make a clip. Make a clip. Spread the word.
Share it. All right, we are actually getting ahead of it. We've had so much fun. Sorry, it's so much fun. But that means that we are going to move on to what is, because we need to get through these shallow dives very quickly, because we are only 1 or 2 episodes away from Conquest.
Yeah.
And so we are looking to conclude all of the shallow dives. You guys have a little guidebook, a shallow guide. Shallow guide.
My God.
to go and use as a show.
I love these guys.
Okay, and so your shallow guide to
let's continue.
Okay, this time we are going to look into the Drachenjager, or the Dragon Hunters. This is a new faction as yet unseen. Oh, actually, they had a little sneak peek. They obviously appeared at the beta test event, which is what most of these photos are from. So we're gonna have a little look at the Drachenjager slideshow. These guys, bunch of they're real good boys. They're real good boys. The Drachenjager, real good. They're big, barky boys.
Yeah.
They're big, barky Drachenjager boys. They're dangerous. They hunt monsters. They fight, but they hang out and they sing together. They play cards.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, they play cards. Oh my God. Oh, okay, I'm in.
They hunt monsters. So these guys are one of the 3 factions that are populating what is called Bone Reach. Bone Reach is the first place that all of the adventurers and the explorers are going to come to when they come from Smithspire into SARKAN. And this is where Conquest this year is set, in the Bone Reach. The Bone Reach is like a 100-kilometer wide, 1,000-kilometer long stretch of desolate wasteland that is populated by giant skeletons, these huge skeletons. You guys, people who've been watching the streams so far may have seen some of the making of videos. I'm going to tell you, it's been a long time since those making of videos, and oh my goodness, yeah, there's a lot more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a lot more going on. But in this wasteland populated by these giant bones from mysterious unknown creatures, there are three main factions that kind of exist as a part and live there in this world. And those factions are the Vibalia. They are the first faction we looked at. They are looking to tame the wilderness and reappropriate it and put crops and harvests and stuff like that. And, you know, crops are definitely the only thing they harvest, not the souls of
only
weary travelers. Yeah, only crops, only corn.
Nobody say that.
And then there are the Rani that we haven't yet talked about, because among these bone wastes, there are these shifting fungus deserts that kind of waft around here and there. And then finally, there are the Drachenjager. Yes, the Drachenjager are a player-friendly faction. They are not a fighting faction. They are player-friendly NSC faction or NPC faction. And they are monster hunters, and they are like a companion faction to the Vibalia, where the Vibalia, like, they're crafters and farmers and people who are in tune and in touch with nature. But they're also kind of pacifists most of the time.
Yeah.
But the Drachenjager exist in kind of a symbiotic relationship with them, because they go out and they hunt the monsters and the creatures, and they will help defend and fight other factions on behalf to protect the Vibalia. Okay.
So it's more like how can I say that? Because how can I correct my idea? It's just like this. How do you say symbiotic?
Symbiotic. Yeah,
Symbiotic
they have a symbiotic relationship.
But also they hunting monster at the same time.
And they're hunting monsters. Yeah.
That thing that kind of confused me, because you got a symbiotic relationship, but also can.
No. They have a symbiotic relationship with the Vibalia. So there's the Vibalia faction who farm and make regular food, and then there's the dragon hunters who hunt monsters to protect the Vibalia. And they can get regular food from the Vibalia as well as food from hunting. Yeah, it is super it's an interesting relationship that they have. Like, and this is something that's actually baked into all of the new NSC factions in the world of SARKAN. They are not just standalone factions. They have interrelationships with all the other factions. They have factions they like, factions they dislike, factions they horribly hate. And then obviously inside of each of the factions, each character has its own story. You know, these characters have so the plot team has been working very closely with all of the NSCs, the player-friendly NSC factions into SARKAN, to develop their stories and their plots and hooks that will draw you as a player into the game that they are playing.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how it works. I think it's a really bold experiment. Obviously, this is the first year that this is happening. So we're going to see how it unravels with the world's largest live-action role-playing event. It's crazy. What a crazy experiment to be a part of, right? That you guys as well as players.
Also, this guy is also fitting a lot in my character, so that's why. So I'm going to be there.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. And these are the things that we hope to achieve when we're playing our little adventuring party. We're going to go and adventure and meet these new factions in the world and have some interactions with them, have some interactions with some other players, have some interactions on the battlefield. But yeah, the Drachenjager, they live in the Bone Waste. They're symbiotic with the Vibalia. They hunt dragons. They're big, rough and tumble people, but they, have a very strong sense of found family and community, from what I understand. They hang around campfires, they drink, they play cards, they smoke, they drink, they smoke, they get all kinds of on.
So I'm very interesting. Just only for fighting, yes, only for fighting, yes.
For fighting. We're all interested in the fighting. That's why
absolutely
we want to
fighting,
yes. Fighting them. Teach us their ways.
No, that's really interesting faction. I really like to taste it also too because there's a few opportunities into Mitraspera or mythodea, interact with a new faction since they started.
In SARKAN.
SARKAN since they started.
Yeah, and again, this is so cool. This is like we're on there on the ground level, on the ground floor. This first expansion, like we've been 20 years in one continent, and yes, things have been changing. Yes, things have been cool, and yes, you've been finding out new stuff. But this is like I cannot emphasize this enough. But as somebody who's on the inside and behind the curtain on this is a whole new world.
Yeah,
and this will be an introduction. It'll be dipping the toe in at this event, this Conquest.
Yeah,
but by the time we get to next year, it's going to be even crazier. Even crazier.
Let's see what happens, and then we will release.
Yeah. It's like just I'm excited.
I think I cannot show enough how much excited I am right now.
Yeah.
I think I do not.
Well, speaking about how excited Nico is, we're going to get to our very important last topic. And actually, one of the really, really, really important things that we're going to do as an adventuring party is we're going to be going on a food safari every single day. In fact, we're going to try and plan our meals every single day around going on a food safari so we can try and cover as many of the food vendors as possible at Conquest this year so that we can bring you first-hand accounts of this particular endeavor.
Oh my god, now you make me smile today right now. It's like, yes, daddy. Like I'm in. Yo, these guys know me a lot. Jesus, yeah, man, we go to eat. Yeah, I'm so excited right now. I know a couple of places that we can go.
Oh yeah. But also suggestions, and if you know anyone who does like food, like we are also taking on food challenges. If you know any of the stalls who want to like hit us up with food challenges, sort us out with special experiences, or if you want to take us on a tour to a special place to eat, hit us up, info@burgschneider.com.
And please attachments to Safari.
Yeah. Info, and that's with regard to any of the questions that might go. If you have extra extended questions, like we might not be able to answer all of your questions, but any extra involvements, like jump in info@burgscneider.com, send us messages. There are no bad questions. We obviously don't want to be inundated with questions, but if you have things, suggestions, or
we are more than welcome to hear it. So
love to hear
please
it. Particularly about food stuff. We're open to know about food stuff. We're into the food stuff.
Always.
I'm hungry even now. I'm so hungry.
Me too. Actually, me too. I'm gonna shallow a new food today.
Oh yeah, we're gonna eat a lot of food. I'm super excited about it. But look, that is pretty much us for this week. We are gonna be coming back next week. It is gonna be our last in studio live stream before Conquest. Then any further things, we might be doing some special live from Conquest streams on Tuesday next.
Let's try.
We're gonna try. We're gonna see. We're gonna experiment. It's gonna depend on like obviously what facilities we can get on site. But next week may be our last stream for a couple of weeks. But if not, we will be throwing up stories. Our Instagram is going to be absolutely pumping. Please engage with us there. There's going to be regular stories going up all the time. Lots and lots. Engage with us on Instagram. Engage with us through the Facebook. Shout outs. Remember 100 likes on this video, and we're going to do a special tutorial ahead of the Brandywine Festival about how to make Hobbit feet shoes out of Crocs.
Yes.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
It's quite hard to make it happen.
You're going to have to make it happen. Yeah. And obviously, if you are Brandywine associated, as soon as we get past Conquest, we are going hell for leather on Brandywine articles. We have special Brandywine. That is the Brandywine Festival. If you want to know more about it, check out the website, jump on the Instagram, follow what's going on. It's getting super exciting. And also stay tuned because it's going to be not long after the Brandywine this year that we start releasing the tickets for Brandywine next year. So jump on board.
Too.
Also, there have been rumors flying around about Brandywine in other places aside from just the States. So again, stay tuned, stay on board. jump in our newsletter.
Yes.
Jump in our Discord group. If you are not involved in the Realms of Mythodea Discord, jump in the Discord group. We have once more posted a copy for the full rules for SARKAN Balance of Power, the card game that is being introduced this year, in the links for the comments below. So download that copy of the rules, get used to it, come on board, and don't forget to come to Conquest and collect your goodies from Treasure Quest, and come say hi to us at the stall.
Yeah.
It's getting very exciting.
Yeah.
It's getting very close.
Yes, I'm happy.
We're going to eat our way to happiness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone. Were there any last questions before we tune out? Are we happy? You're good. We're good. You don't sneak one in at the end.
Nobody.
I got to go home. We're 10 minutes over time.
Yeah.
For your absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been Burgschneider Live. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share widely with family and friends. And we will see you all next time.
Ciao.
Ciao.